Good afternoon, evening, morning, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, hasta la vista, baby. Talking today about the biggest topic for Australian internet users has been for some time. You're a bit of a techie or have worked in the field. I've been forefront of smartphone technology way back in the day, 2007, made me start to feel old. One of the major components of getting that in and converting people into the smartphone era. Now I sit back and go, what have I done? Get on the train, the bus, walk around the city nowadays, and I see people like zombies staring at their devices and not talking to each other. It was never meant to be like that. It was only meant to give you more time, not consume your time. Anyway, put the order in. Initial pushback, I said, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. It's on all your systems. I wouldn't be placing an order if I couldn't do it. So they put my address in, submitted the order, and they said they seemed shocked on the phone that it actually went through. I was then told to wait approximately 24 hours, and they'll give me a time for delivery and so forth. Then they put me on hold, came back and said, actually, we can work that all out with you if you're just prepared to hold with it. So I think they were just confused and shocked that they could actually deliver the service. This is Telstra Bigpond NBN guys. Everything was then formalised, the pricing, everything was done. I knew what I wanted. I've come from a telecommunications, hardcore, 100% commission, sales days, being an account manager for Telstra itself. I've been at all ends of the spectrum. I understand the process. So we put the order in, and it was on 23rd of November that they could get a technician to come out. They initially told me my cable modem would work and would be fine, so I thought the way they said over the phone that it would just drop off and then reconnect and I wouldn't have to change modems. But they're going to include a modem anyway and send it out to me with a $9.95 delivery fee. I said, yeah, get it done. It's all right. For me, the pricing, I was paying about $120 a month. I was paid a bit extra for the maximum speed, which is 115 meg download and the 2 meg upload on Bigpond Cable. The speed that I was looking to get on NBN Cable was just roughly the same download, at least 90 to 100. And it was the upload speed I wanted, and it has been an incredible difference. Uploading 5 gig pure raw video to YouTube in 10 minutes or 17 minutes or some crazy, less than 20 minutes. It was like 10-15 minutes because the upload speed's going up to 40 meg. So getting back to the order, I placed that in. They text me, they email me, they sent me all the information. It was all slightly vague, but I was like, it's going to be November the 23rd. I've got 3 or 4 weeks to wait. They text me the day of install. I got a text from the technician. He came out. He was Chinese guy. He was a Chinese heritage. I'm sure of Australian citizen or permanent resident. Very thick Chinese accent. And his communication skills were okay. They weren't brilliant. If I sensed anything more than just basic stuff, he was confused in his answers. I don't think he was confused, but he didn't understand what I was saying, and his responses were based on what he thought. And I just looked at him like, okay, I'm not going to have a conversation with you or asking him detailed questions. It doesn't look like you can answer my questions in detail, because he didn't know my background. I wasn't there to inflate my ego. I just wanted to get this connected and get it done. So I had the new NBN cable modem. He plugged in a NBN modem. It came with all attachments, so I plugged in my Foxtel connection where my cable goes in. Plugged in my old cable modem, so I still maintain normal internet. And he said that will drop off and this will kick in. And he said, give it 24 hours. And I said, fine. I had business meetings and stuff to do, and I didn't get back, honestly, for another 12 hours anyway. When I came back, all the lights are on, and my Bigpond cable had jumped over in the 12 hours, near enough 24 hours, let's say, to the NBN network. I was achieving the standard speed, which is 25 download and 5 meg upload, which was a bit of a shock for the download. But the upload was already double or treble what I was getting on the Bigpond cable. And the price I was going to pay for that was about $80 a month or so. It was about a $30 to $40 price difference. So I was pretty happy with that. I gave it sort of 12 hours. As they said, don't worry about doing speeds because it'll work out. There's a lot of what ifs and everything going on. So I called back after about 12 hours, being connected for 24 hours. It was running fine. There was no dropouts. Everything was going fine. I asked to increase my speed. They told me it could take 24 hours. I rang back 12 hours later, just double check, asked the questions. Shortly after that, I got the premium speed, which is an extra 20-30 bucks on top of the 80, and that's still cheaper than what I was paying. And that jumped up to the speed you see now on the screen, which is around 90 to 30. So I'm just going to run a test as I'm talking and drink a bit of water. But as you can see, we're looking at a good download speed. Now, these speeds test sites, all these type of sites, no matter which one you go with, you don't have to be a engineer of any type. These sites are all heavily monitored by every ISP, so they traffic for these things. So you're always going to get what is considered to be the world's perfect upload. Now at the moment, I'm running my upload on this live stream at approximately 30 to 35 megabyte upload. So that's affected my test because the recording software was chucking a spaz as that was doing its upload test. So I was trying to do an upload test when I'm basically using about 90% of the bandwidth for the upload. So that 28 is probably a bit lower. It's closer to 38 when I'm not running a live stream. So even still at 28 on its own when I'm running a live stream and I'm trying to upload something at the same thing, it's fine. I'm happy with that. I haven't got my billing or anything to come through yet, so that's the only thing that traditional is bad with Telstra, which is the major telco here, is the bill shock. Because I think normally when you connect to a new plan or recontract, you get a bill month and a half or something like that, and it can be a shock.
And then another